I'm seeing over the last couple of days so many things about that. So I think abortion is going to really drive a lot of this for women. I think the economic issues we discussed earlier are driving it for a lot of men. We're not talking about foreign affairs, which frequently has been a historically more of a male type of issue, even though Israel is on the front page. Support for Ukraine is a massive issue. We're not talking about those issues. So I seem to be talking more about the economy. Women seem to be talking more about abortion. But I'll tell you the thing that I think is moving numbers and why I think this election is starting to turn.
All right. Hello. Go live on this. Welcome to Election Day. Where's our dry erase board? Over there. We got our dry erase markers. Trying to follow the polls. Let's see here. See if we can find. The first polls are going to start to close in 7 minutes. So I'm on 7 minutes early. All right, Monica's ready to vote. Wave the flag for Monica's vote. Here's some music while you wait.
You are listening to Minuteman Radio here on Minuteman.
Some Minuteman Radio while you wait to vote. And I'll let you know what's going on.
From the Commonwealth, we have
we're going to have some coffee.
Radio Freedom. And all the way from California, we picked up a radio signal
I'm
that
sleepy.
we believe is coming from Vault 33. But closer to home here on Minuteman Mountain, Appalachia Radio has also been picked up, and some of their great music has been added to our program. So keep your Pit Boys tuned here, crack open a Nuka-Cola, and warm up that Mama Dolce's, and kick back and relax to the sound of the wasteland here on Minuteman Radio.
First poll's closing in 2 hours, according to this one. I thought it was 1 hour. I thought the first poll closed at 5 o'clock. It might be a later show than I expected. I'm glad I packed coffee. Monica says hi, Wildling. Yeah? Monica says hi. All right. Veo is here and Fion Griff. Hello. Welcome, newcomers. Sam. There you go with the Trump. There you go. I got the hat on. Save America. We're kicking off the celebrations. It says 2 hours. What am I watching? Live. NBC says it's 2 hours until the first polls close. I can't handle listening to them. So we'll listen to some music, and we'll keep an eye out. It says 1 hour and that's when they'll return. So let's jump over here. I can jump around on YouTube. So you can hang out here. Instead of jumping around YouTube, you can hang out here and we'll jump around YouTube and see what kind of polls and stuff we can get. Let's adjust this camera. Oh, we got 8 people on X. All right, remember to follow on X and follow us on X and subscribe to us on YouTube. Am I a vet? Yes, I served with the 82nd Airborne. Harris is better. Lindsay Battery says Harris is better. There's a vote for Harris. All right, we got Harris people. We respect everybody's opinion. I don't agree, but obviously I'm a Trumper. But we'll let you have. Everybody has their say. We'll see who's gonna take it tonight. I'm gonna stay up as long as I can. I'm scheduled to stay till 9, for music wise anyway. And if we stay past 9, we may have to listen to some Minuteman Radio over again. So maybe we'll take requests at 9 o'clock or something like that. Or I'll go run and grab my banjo or whatever. We'll figure out something. And so we're going to start off with coffee, then we're going to make some popcorn, probably when the polls start to drop. And I did pack some Jameson. So we refilled our Jameson. That's for later in the evening. There we go. Robert says, Trump, baby. From Britain. There you go. Thank you, Sam. I went to military school and my English teacher was a British captain. I think he was cavalry because he carried around one of those little sticks underneath his arm. Can't go anywhere without your stick, sir. That's on Minuteman Radio #1. I can't remember the name. It's got the actor Mr. Bean in it. I can't remember. It's a British World War I humor. I love it. I think it's hilarious. It's one of my favorite ones. There you go. Monica's calling you out. In what way is Kamala Harris better? Give a good reason. Monica was asking, who said Lindsay? Lindsay said Harris is better. Monica says, how? Please explain. AK-47 IP beat. Make America great again. There isn't one, Robert says. Dan the Man Akers has joined the party. Good afternoon. Sir, I think we are starting our evening, are we not? 1 more minute, and it'll be good evening. Doesn't evening start at 5? At least in the military, I think it does. In military school, it did. Well, I guess it depends on where you are in the country. Is that a military unit? I'm not sure what you're talking about, IP. I'm sorry.
Remember, ladies, when you meet that man some enchanted evening, to grab him and hold him. Because just like Bessie Smith said, a good
uneducated and misinformed, but still gonna vote for her. Hey, Keith, that's Kenneth, I think, was talking about our Kamala Harris supporter that spoke up.
Now here's a story.
Wow. The poll says 57 Trump, 43 Harris. So our poll's kind of tight. Dan the Man's on his way to vote. Monica's at the voting booth as we speak. Vote, vote, it's starting. And so it begins, just like that line from Lord of the Rings. And so it begins. I don't mean to ignore you guys over there on X. There's 11 people watching on X. Let me spin you around this way a little bit so you can see me waddling the cat. I haven't figured out how to do chat. I think that there is no chat on X. If there is, I haven't figured out how to enable it. But if you're on X, you can find me on Minuteman Mountain, or just follow me and watch me on here. That's great. Let's go, Trump. Yeah, I don't understand IP what he's saying.
Most girls have to kiss a man to hold him. But me, I have to hold him to kiss him. Oh, he wasn't much on looks or culture, and he had a funny pan. As a matter of fact, he wasn't much of anything. But
let's jump around. Let's see.
And if he comes back to my
election decision. NBC says 1 hour and 58 minutes to the polls, to the first polls close. So we started at 5 o'clock, 1700 hours, and it's still early. I thought it was going to start at 6.
So girls, if you get a man, there's just one but. Keep a smile on your face and keep your big mouth shut.
But that's okay. We will celebrate and we'll chat. We'll wave our flag. Hey, Martin. We'll be here for the next 5 hours or so.
Give him plenty loving. Treat him
So
right.
settle in, get your popcorn. I packed the Jameson for us, Martin. There you go. We got instead of tea, we're having coffee to make sure I don't fall out.
An increasingly important word in the atomic
Quick
industry
commercial for
today.
you guys.
The facts from Federal Civil Defense tell us that fallout could hurt you, might even kill you.
Well, what about it, mister? What is this fallout stuff?
Fallout is nothing more than particles of matter in the air made radioactive by nuclear explosions. Sooner or later, however, they settle to Earth. This,
Is that better, Toby?
and it can be very dangerous if you don't know what to do about it. Well, do you know what to do about it, Grandpa?
It's quiet over here on my end.
But I will.
Maybe the microphone picks it up too well.
Characteristics of an
Is that better on the volume on the music?
They are blast, heat, initial radiation,
Radio.
and residual radiation. All this clear so far, sister?
That's better? Okay.
Sure. But you've talked about fallout from enemy bombing.
Our government very carefully tests only small nuclear devices in the United States.
So let's see.
So these are the facts that should reassure and encourage you. Be ready to assist in defense preparations.
See some
in
ticker
your
tapes
community
here.
if your help is needed. For fallout is only one.
Kamala Harris returns to Howard University for election night. Robert. Let's see. What else? Oh, we've got a commercial. I see you in here. Troy. Wow. Queries. Hello, everybody. Ha! Martin started early with the Jameson. If I'm going to make it to 10 o'clock, I can't start with the Jameson, but I did pack. I'll have an IPA beer with some popcorn here after we have our coffee. We get our caffeine. Then we'll have coffee. Then we'll have coffee, and after the coffee, we'll have IPA beer and popcorn. I brought some stovetop popcorn. Started the day with cannabis. There you go, Toby. An after work beer. Well, I'm gonna start with some coffee. You guys may make me put a little spike of Jameson in it, just as celebration. Start the day with caffeine. I started the day with the tea, my herbal teas, because of my old body. There you go, Bat Dad. Bat Dad. That's kind of a cool name, Bat Dad. Trump 2024. Let's see what our poll says. What does our poll say? Poll says 68% Trump, 32% Harris. Where's all the Harris people? This is the way it's going to happen. It's going to start off, and then it's going to go, Trump, Trump, Trump. Check out what I got, guys. So we've got our dry erase board. So once they start to come in, I got colored ones, purple and blue and red, okay? And we'll keep track on our board on what's going on. Right now, who do you trust more to handle the economy on this nationwide poll? 51% says Donald Trump, 47% says Kamala Harris. Yeah, so that was one of the things I just read. What is my favorite tea? My favorite tea is Earl Grey. And I mix a whole bunch of things with Earl Grey. My favorite right now is mixing hibiscus tea with my Earl Grey. But we are having our favorite coffee. Where's my thing? Here it is. We're having our favorite coffee. I don't know if anybody can. There you go. Lao. I'm having some coffee from Lao. Because that's our coffee right there. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's do this. Let's make our. This is a Trump coffee. I'll take our Trump sticker. I'll stick it over here. Right here. Trump. See, you're gonna see. You should be able to see that when I drink it, right? There you go. Trump 24. There we go. So we're gonna have a Trump coffee. Let me put our thingy back. It's a kind of a small war room, guys. It's a war room, so everything's a little crammed. 12 people watching on X. All right, I'm new to the platform on X. If you guys are new on X, is following me on X, make sure you jump over here to YouTube. YouTube's this other side. And check us out, Minuteman Mountain on YouTube. And if you're watching us here on YouTube, make sure you jump over and watch us on X. That's at Minuteman2A on X. All right, here we go. Check out this coffee. It's pretty neat.
Listening to Minuteman Radio here on Minuteman Mountain.
Do I have a preference? My preference is YouTube because we got to get our watch hours out. So if you're watching, you can follow us on X and watch us on YouTube so we can get our watch hours up. Who was that? Tony. Made me spill my water trying to read your text. That's why I packed some napkins. See, support, you let it steep through. And it's a nice fresh cup of coffee. You can also treat it tea bag too, but this is much better this way. Hey man, Mr. Force. Welcome, welcome. What you doing? I'm baked. I'm making tea. Or no, coffee. This is coffee. Who do you trust more handling immigration? 53% says Trump, 46% says Harris.
Your
14% abortion most important issue. Only 14% think abortion is the most important issue. Oh, you were confused? Yeah, this is coffee. See? Toby's stoned and confused over there. The hell's he doing, man? I'm making some coffee, dude. Toby. Making coffee, see, man? See? It's coffee. Harris has been in charge of immigration at the border the past 4 years, and it has been an absolute shit show. Troy says that. Troy says that. People watching on X. That's Troy Price on YouTube. Mark says Trump 2024. Robert says facts. Martin agrees with Troy. There we go. Anyway, that's the coffee. You want to come back over here?
Remember, fellas, she doesn't want you wishing upon the moon. She wants you to make a decision.
And so we got a little bit of water if we want to make coffee
Then
later.
you don't, and then you say you will, and then you
You know
won't.
what?
So don't be undecided by Ella Fitzgerald and Chick Webb and his orchestra. Next up here on Minuteman Radio.
A little bit of Jameson. There you go. Irish coffee. Let's see what else. Let's find another one. Switching over. Take a whiff. Yeah, that's true. Take a whiff. Oh. Yeah. Irish coffee. Irish coffee. Everybody, if you don't know, that's Waddling the cat. Let's spin X around a little bit. There we go. Monica just finished voting. Woo! Trump 2024. Monica's finished voting. Yay! Now we're waiting for Dan. Dan is going into the voting booth next. She likes to fly. I got you something too. Look what I got you. But still a little broken, but yeah, stick it on here for a second. For Wildling, she's gonna celebrate too. She loves shrimp. Watch her eat that shrimp. All gone. You gonna take it down to the floor to eat it? They want to watch you eat it. She's like, I ain't eating in front of all those people. Catnip 2024. Toby. She's a cool cat, Martin said. Oh, lost signal there for a second. Arizona's Secretary of State gives election day update. Don't really want to listen to him.
Okay,
So
man,
let's
that'll be
jump
it.
over back to NBC. Let's see what
Let's
NBC
make some
says.
money and dig some uranium ore with the Commodores here on Minuteman Radio.
Just out of courtesy, what are the main points you're voting for Trump? Immigration is problem. For me, it's my guns. For me, are you asking me, Troy? If you're asking me, Troy, it's my Second Amendment. My Second Amendment right there. See my Second Amendment flag? She's looking for another shrimp. Well, I'm going to make her wait. That'll keep her engaged with us a little bit, looking for some more shrimp. I give you shrimp every once in a while. We're going to be here for a couple hours. I only packed you 8 shrimp, and you can't be a shrimp monster. It's not too. You can't have too much shrimp. Just a little bit. Yes, Minuteman. Yeah. So for me, it's my Second Amendment right. And then probably our economy. And immigration. And I want them to fix immigration, not just close the border. I come from a family of immigrants. There's a lot of immigration. So I want them to fix immigration, make it easy. Secure the border, fix the immigration, make it easy to immigrate to our country legally. Yep. Like my family did. You're looking for another shrimp. I know you are. So he's going to give me love for shrimp now. That's what it is. That would be my top 3 for sure. I need a new truck, so I need him to make the price of new cars go down. That's what I need. I need a new truck. My truck right now has no transmission. It's getting replaced, so I have a rental. They gave me a Ford F-250. Who do you trust more to handle crime and safety? 52% Trump, 46% Harris.
Minuteman Radio here on Minuteman Mountain. And now a quick word from Baltimore.
What?
Our American way of life.
I'm not going to even say that one. They say the democracy. We're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic.
Bacon and eggs. Seems perfect. But what if it's not? Friends, your future may not be as secure as you think. Where will you be when the atomic bombs fall? You can secure your family's future by reserving a spot in a state-of-the-art underground vault from Vaultec. That's right, Bob. Act now, and your family can wait out the horrors of nuclear devastation. And Doris, the vault will have all the amenities of your modern-day home, and it's attractive. And Sally, in the vault, you might meet that special someone, just as you would on the surface. And in a few short years, you and your
I
fellow
agree,
vault
Troy.
dwellers will repopulate our
Well
great
said.
country. And Billy, you'll have lots of swell kids to play with. Reserve your family spot in a state-of-the-art underground vault today. Sign up now and prepare for the future.
So, Martin says there are 10 million in registered gun owners. Why does the government need a list of 10 million registered gun owners? And then he types in UN. And Martin and I think a lot alike. A lot alike. Martin is me when I'm 70. Except not as many wives. Right, Martin? There you go. Stats. Martin says, we can always use some more. Martin, I love that man, Martin Moore. Yes. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, follow me on X. Share my videos. Share this stream with your friends. Get them to join. We're going to be here for about 5 hours with music, hanging out with Waddling the cat. We'll get her to turn around every once in a while for a shrimp. We're drinking coffee, listening to Minuteman Radio right here on Minuteman Mountain on YouTube and now on X. Old Glory's here? What? Did he jump in? Did I miss Old Glory? No, I don't see Old Glory. Ali says it looks like a gun shop in the GTA San Andreas. I'll take that as a compliment. I missed that. All right, Dan the Man Acres has voted. That is 2 of our regular watchers that have voted for Trump to save America. Man, that little shot of Jameson in there really, with the hot, really clears up. Hope it doesn't mess me up too. I only put a little bit in it. 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 35 seconds until the first poll drops, and we get to start drawing on our dry erase board. Until then, you can watch my... you can hang out with us listening to Minuteman Radio. You can go back and check out my playlist here on Minuteman Mountain on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And know that I'm every morning 06 to 0700, Monday through Friday. So, no, I didn't even want to say that yet. Nope, Trump's going to take it by a landslide. All right. Rocket 69. Rocket Man. Rocket Man shooting more rockets. I don't know. Somebody email Brewhouse. Somebody go to his channel and drop a couple comments. Be like, come over. I'm not so much for the flavored stuff, Troy. I mean, I do like some flavored stuff, but not whiskey. I like whiskey. Unless Jägermeister's whiskey. I've heard of that Crown Apple, though. People like that stuff. My buddy drinks Crown Royal. Love the music vibes. There you go, Kenneth. Join us every day. Start your day with these music vibes, or you can watch them anytime you want right here on Minuteman Mountain. Go to my playlist, go down to Minuteman Radio, and enjoy. November 5th, polls close in 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 33 seconds. And the chat over here and there is going crazy. Trump, MAGA, Kamala, Trump, lots of Trumps, MAGA, Trump, MAGA. At least I can, if we got that popular, I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys. There's a Harris. Harris jumped in here. Hakan. Harris. Let's see what our poll says. Our poll is 67% Trump and 33% Harris. No, Martin, he can stay. I don't know. I mean, we're Trump here, so he can stay, though. Martin is... That's why you're not blue, Martin. He'd be kicking out all the Democrats. No, Democrats are welcome here. Okay? We're watching this together as a united country. I hope. Even though we're pretty divided in how serious this is. Martin says, damn right. Martin's never getting blue. He's never going to be moderator. Never. Martin is our resident elder statesman. He doesn't have to be blue anyway. He says it how it is.
Hello. We at Nuka-Cola would like to take a moment to thank you for your...
God and Trump has my vote, Monica says. Amen, sister.
Like you, we have heard of the rumors that Nuka-Cola is somehow involved with the recent appearance of super mutants on the wasteland. That our secret blend of ingredients causes aggressive
The senior statesman, that's right.
Not true.
Martin's a senior statesman.
America's favorite beverage since the beginning of the Troubles. And it's just as safe to drink today as it was on day zero.
Everybody deserves respect. So they give you a reason to not. I agree.
It's like getting paid to open a bottle.
Pete!
We're so confident that our products are
Welcome to the chat, Pete!
We're introducing new Nuka-Cola Quantum. It's just like
Drinking some coffee, watching the polls, waiting for the polls to come in. I got my tablet over here, my work tablet. We're streaming on X Live. We're streaming on YouTube Live. Wildling the cat has joined us to play with the flag a little bit.
doesn't cost gigantic.
There's a robin singing in the old
So yeah, we're just hanging out, having coffee with a little bit of Jameson. When the polls drop, we'll make some popcorn and start keeping track on our dry erase board. Blend it with some Jameson. If we run out of music, I could always run and go grab my banjo if you guys are feeling it. We'll see how we feel. Who's a commie? We got a couple on here.
Soon there'll be more robins in the old pine tree.
But even commies get a freedom of speech in the United States. I don't like them, but they get a freedom of speech. Oh, they'll be back. All right, so let's jump over to ABC. Let's see what ABC says. ABC gives me a YouTube commercial. All right. Skip. Let's see what ABC says. They'll be back too. Everybody's having a commercial.
For a warm, gentle breeze stirs the
check this one. Election now is. Oh, that's where I was.
To my ears, this sweet song.
NBC.
There's a robin singing in the old
Everybody's taking a commercial break.
spring is coming on.
Vote for life. Vote for Jesus. Absolutely.
In a nest for two you find to exit
Pinky up with the teapot.
Papa Robin's all.
Oh, pinky up with the. Is that with my little teapot?
Robins in the old.
I like the old school stuff.
And as spring is over, you will see.
Martin, love you too. That's a true Trump lover. See, there you go. There you go. Ha ha ha. They get to take the train station. They getting along? You guys getting along? See, opposites can get along. Can't we all just get along? Am I in a barracks? This is the Minuteman Mountain War Room, Toby. If you haven't been here yet, make sure that you subscribe and join us every morning, right 1 hour before WQEE The Key, every morning, Monday through Friday, 1 hour before Ryan gets on for the morning show.
Uranium ore is worth more than gold. Sold my cat, I bought me a Jeep. I got that bug and I can't sleep. Uranium fever has gone and got me down. Uranium fever
It's getting all around.
with a Geiger counter in my
I'm not gonna stop X until I figure out how to turn on the chat.
fever has gone and got me down.
There's got to be a way, because it says scroll for old comments and it won't let me scroll or do anything.
To me, and one showed me a spot he said he knowed, so I straddled the
I
Jeep
can
and
ask
went
for
down.
follow.
I reckon I drove about 100
And-
miles down a bumpy road out through the wilds.
Huh.
All of a sudden I bounced to a stop at the foot of a mountain, didn't have no top.
Show chat.
Uranium fever has
Okay.
gone and got me down.
All right.
Uranium
So you should be able to chat now, I think, on X.
with a Geiger counter in my hand.
going out to stake me some government land.
All right. Somebody on X try to make a comment. Let's see if I see it. Says broadcast details. Ask to follow. Ask for share. Hide chat. No, I want show chat. Show chat. There. Yeah, I don't know. Block the commies. Haha. Martha's gonna block them. Am I blocked? Kenneth, you are not blocked. Kenneth, 37, I see you just fine, buddy.
You reach the spot where your fortune lies. You find it's been staked by 17 other guys.
If you're not seeing some of the comments, scroll up and then scroll back. Sometimes that helps. You can refresh. Huh. Pete does a piece. Heading all around. All right, come on, give us some information here.
You are listening to Minuteman Radio here on Minuteman Mountain.
Hey, Jimmy, are you tired of bullies pushing you around?
Who am I?
What if you could get rid of him forever?
Geez, mister.
You see, Jimmy, our government has bullies too.
Wow, really?
That's right. Which is why we've developed
Bothering.
some whiz-bang new weapons, so
Bothering.
bullies around the world never
Where'd
bother
you go?
us again.
Huh. I think I get it.
Did you get up top?
Maybe you should just see for yourself.
Oh, you underneath? Okay.
Boy, thanks, mister.
Careful there, sport.
Pete, you got your gloves.
The Batman Tactical Nuclear Catapult. Enlist now and demo one today.
Honestly, NBC is probably the most interesting one because they have these polls and stuff on YouTube anyway. Most important issues: foreign policy is only 4% somehow. Immigration is 11%. Abortion is 14%. The economy is 31%, and 35% is state of democracy. Yeah, okay. Still, who do you trust more to handle the economy? 51% Trump, 47% Harris. That's an NBC one. Until you come back, I'll wait for you. Democracy is communism. That's right. Yeah, that shows up. That'll show up in our second hour. That commercial. That Minuteman Mountain Minute. Robert, because I'm Virginia, I was hoping we would turn Virginia red. So the more it's so close in Virginia, the problem with it is Northern Virginia. So I'm so close to West Virginia that I may hop over to West Virginia. Sure. I love West Virginia. But my vote matters more here in Virginia than it does in West Virginia. If you're talking politics. How are you doing? How are you doing there, Turkey Tail? Welcome to the team. Let's see what the polls. We've had a lot of people come in. Remember to like and subscribe and follow on X. Let's see here. Trump is 66%. Kamala is 34%. Who is our next president going to be? Oh, no, I put X'd. Who is our next president going to be? You guys figured out what I meant anyway. Probably didn't even read the question. Just probably saw Trump Harris and clicked Trump. Nobody's pointed out my typo, so he probably didn't even read the question, saw Trump Harris, and hit Trump. They get the point, right?
That was Lonely Hours by Gene Armstrong. And in those long, lonely hours, a lot can happen. Just ask Patsy Montana, who said, I quote, "I didn't know the gun was loaded." Next up here on Minuteman Radio.
Oh, Miss Effie was her name. Through the West she won her fame, being handy with the gun. But she drove the men insane, 'cause she'd whip out her pistol and shoot most any guy, then sing out this alibi. I didn't know the gun was loaded.
Nope, I haven't seen Ryan yet.
Sorry, my friend.
He'll probably, if he jumps in, it'll probably be in the evening when he's a busy guy, running a radio station, all that stuff. If he jumps in, if he does show, it'll probably be more towards the evening hours, I imagine. With his busy of a management kind of, you can't pay me enough to be management. Robert knew what I meant. Oh, okay. Turn it up. Okay, there you go. Oh, it's Martin's favorite.
So she whipped out her pistol and shot him in the knee. Then quickly she sang this plea. I didn't know the gun was loaded.
What are you doing?
And I'm so sorry, my friend. I didn't know the gun was loaded. And I'll never, never do it again. She made a slip, shot the sheriff in the hip. Then the law, it took a hand and made Effie take the stand. So she
the stuff I read earlier was the exit polls.
When you hear my one excuse, I didn't know the gun was loaded. And I'm so sorry, my friend. I didn't know.
I was a paratrooper. I got to be a little sick in the head to jump out of a plane, right?
I'll never, never do it.
That's what Troy. So we're all sick in the head.
We all agree that Miss
free.
Murdoch.
But the sheriff
Call
tell
me-
us what
call
was
me
it?
Murdoch.
Yes, indeed. So she
Martin.
borrowed a pistol and shot this village belle and sang as Miss Effie fell. I didn't know the gun was loaded, and I'm so sorry, my friend. I didn't know the gun was loaded, and I'll never, never do it again. Uh-oh, I didn't know it was loaded.
You are listening to Minuteman Radio
It can't
here
be
on
this
Minuteman
low.
Mountain.
Pole's gotta be crazy.
Vault Tech presents Growing, Growing, Growing Up. You are growing up. And other things are changing too. You know what that means. Pip-Boy 3000. Part of your life. With Pip-Boy, all life's answers are in sight.
All right, here's some exit polls. Yeah, that's awesome, Robert. I'm drinking coffee today, but yes, I drink tea in the morning because this gets me wired, and it can make my belly hurt too. This channel is called U.S. Swing States Exit Polls Live. And it's got Harris at 0, everybody at 0, 270 to win. 270 to win. But they're not showing any exit polls. Not on the ticker tape anyway. I'm afraid to watch and see results. Just hang in here. I'll post it on the you don't even have to watch. We'll post it right on here. I'll watch for you. You can hang out, listen to music. Just turn it on and turn the volume down and let's listen to music and watch it together. It's all over but the crying. We'll have to play this at the end. What? You want another shrimp piece? Maybe tomorrow. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ah, she's trying to come after the shrimp. Did I miss? Is Brew House on here? There you go, Troy. Well, come back later if you want to. Remember to subscribe to the channel and join us every morning, 06 to 0700 hours. I'm going to be live as long as I can, probably till 10 o'clock at the latest. And if it's exciting, we might stay up a little bit more. But we're going to at least be live till 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be streaming for about 4 or 5 hours. Did the cat vote for Trump?
That was It's All Over But the Crying by
The cat just voted for more shrimp, that's all.
Fewer things when they are all over.
Come.
But sometimes you need a bottle of
Come on.
glue. But be careful.
Shrimp's up here.
Don't let it drive nails in your coffin. Next
There's
up
the
here
shrimp.
on Minuteman Radio.
I'm sorry I left you, my darling, but I'll try and make it up to you.
They've got Pennsylvania here. Oh no, that was 2020. My voted sticker won't stay on. Let's put it on here. There you go. Put the voted sticker on there. I may have to have another coffee. Or maybe the tea. Troy's going to vote for the cat before he votes for Trump. I mean, for Kamala. That's hilarious. Yeah, we'll be on for about 5 hours. So, about 10 o'clock, I imagine. It is. I'm just going to let it sit for a minute because I know if I drink too much coffee, you guys won't see me. You'll see the cat and I'll be inside using the bathroom. I was waiting for somebody to make that joke. Robert says, I think my dog's a Dem. They get free health care, free food, and a free place to sleep. Typical Democrat. Right, Wildling? Did you like the shrimp? Did you like the shrimp, dude? Looks like Kamala Harris is speaking live right now from Kamala Harris headquarters. Where's her headquarters right now? Does anybody know where she is? Where's Kamala Harris's headquarters? Red Bricks! All right, jumped on in over from WQEE. The Key has found me. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and check out my videos when we're not hanging out on Election Day. And join us every morning, 1 hour before WQEE. That's 0600 for T, Waddling the Cat, Minuteman Radio, War Room News, and more.
By Jane Morgan here on Minuteman Radio.
They're looking at the last year. They're talking about last year's. Why are they talking? CNN is talking about last year's election. They're worried about this year's election. It in hell. Typical. And we ain't missing a damn thing. Can't remember the university. Wildling the cat. You saw her, Keith? She jumped up looking for more shrimp. She'll be up and down, up and down. She ends up sitting over here on this couch, being all cuddled and everything. See? She just pops up. Hey. Don't be a camera hog. Okay, Robert's going to be back. Howard University. Hey. Get. You're going to mess up the thing. Who's Brian? Do you mean Ryan, Martin? See, Ryan, right? Ryan Radio. Ryan Rhino. I saw that on a sign. It said my dog's a Democrat. I've seen that one before. It's a good joke. Free food, free health care, and a free place to sleep. Martin's got 4 freeloaders there. There you go. Let's see what our poll says.
Well, that'll wrap up Minuteman Radio's Fallout Sound of the Wasteland no copyright broadcast here on Minuteman Mountain.
Is that now?
Today's broadcast had a
That's now. It says U.S. Senate has 28 Democrats, 38 Republicans, and the House is still 0-0. You need 51 to control the Senate. So the Republicans are in the lead for the Senate, and nothing has come in for the House yet. This is swing state exit poll. This is nice, and then nothing in for Trump or Harris yet.
See you next time.
Trying to get people on here from this area, from your area, Martin. That's awesome. That'd be great. See how much she loves America. Wow, Martin's going to pass out before we get results in. He's a professional. Welcome back, Pete. Martin says he never passes out. I might make some tea. It's too early to have another drink. Yes, this is the Minuteman Mountain Freedom Radio from Fallout 4. It needs some snare drum or something in it to make it more military. Something. Redbrick said, Martin, order out. You got a couple dog sandwiches from Springfield. City, I don't think that's what he's shaving, Martin. I said manscaping. Don't come past this line right here. Can't come past this line right here. Can't come past this line right here. You love Trump? There you go. She loves Trump. You want to fly the flag for a while? Or you just want to get cat hair in my coffee cup? Back up. You're passing the line there, little by little. Little by little, you can't pass the line. You can't pass that line right there. See that line? See this line? See that line right there? I drew the line. You can't pass it. She's looking for the line. She's like, "What damn line? I don't see a damn line." Right there. This line right here. See this line? You can't pass it. Right there. What did he say? Oh. Hey. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful dogs and cats. Damon, thank you too. Damon's in the military. I served with 82nd Airborne back in the day. Trump is divinely picked to lead our country. He's the last hope for our Constitution of the United States. Then that's response to Resnick, who says he is not a good person, Trump. So what's so not good about him? So tell us what's not good about Trump. What don't you like about Trump? Martin. Oh, yeah? Your dad and brother, both 82nd Airborne, Red Bricks? Tell them, all the way. Wow. Guys talking about Tang making me want a Gatorade. I don't have any Gatorades, though. Yeah, they still make Tang. Yeah, they still make Tang. I don't know if they make the brand name Tang, but they still make that kind of powdered drink. It's the same thing. Yeah, look, Red Bricks. Yeah, I thought they still sell Tang. Looks like we're leading in the Senate. Senate has 38 Republicans and 28 Democrats right now, confirmed or selected or whatever it is. We need 51 to have majority. House hasn't come in yet. Nothing has come in for the House. And 0 for Harris and 0 for Trump. Nothing's come in on the big one yet, so we can't put anything on the dry erase board yet. Wildling's getting bored. She's giving us the butt again. Couldn't stand that space juice. Pete's thanking all the veterans for our service. Thank you, Pete. From all of us veterans to you. Thank you. We always took it camping. It was a treat. Yeah. Rensnick says, okay, man. Okay, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. He's definitely doesn't like. He must have been a Biden guy originally. What do you say? What do you say? I gave you an opportunity to tell me what you don't like about Trump. What don't you like about Trump? Did I miss it? Did you say it and I missed it or something? Did I skip his comment? Oh, there. He is not a good person. Oh, no. Then he said, okay, man. Okay, man. What's going on here? Rez, we are listening to Minuteman Radio. We're actually listening to Minuteman Radio on Minuteman Mountain right now. Kind of fun. And we are following the polls. We were drinking coffee, but it's all gone. And we're waiting for the polls to come in. Hanging out with Wadley and the cat. And going to make some popcorn here soon when the polls open. And we're going to eventually be drinking some Jameson on the rocks. And hanging out once the polls come in. So we're bringing in the polls. Having our own. Welcome, Rez. Make sure you like and subscribe. You guys can follow me on X. If you haven't followed me on X yet, check me out. It's at Minuteman_2A. That's at Minuteman_2A on X. But remember to subscribe here. Who do I think will win? My hat doesn't give it away. Coffee. Wish I had milk. I don't like milk in my coffee, but I drink milk like crazy. I just like milk plain. Skim milk, ice cold. Trump 24 is what Keith says. There we go. Rez is rooting for Trump. All right, there we go. I'm not on X or Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, but because of X, and I've been watching Elon Musk closely, and the fact that he's standing for freedom of speech and non-censoring things like your Second Amendment right, and YouTube blocked me because I was cleaning my guns on live in the morning show. That's what inspired me to go over to X, because they cut me off because I was cleaning my Second Amendment. I was doing my Second Amendment right. It broke their, you can't do guns on live on YouTube. So that's why I'm on X. So if we want to do a gun show live, we can do it on X. If you guys want one. The English wish Trump the best. Look at that. Most foreign foreign countries are wanting Trump as well. Except maybe Putin. Putin would rather have Kamala Harris. North Korea would rather have Kamala Harris. China would rather have Kamala Harris. Because then they can continue doing what they're doing. If Trump gets in, he's going to stop them. They're going to start thinking twice. It's the best chance to avoid World War III. If it's not already too late. It might already be too late. Rez says, let's hope voters don't fuck this up. There you go. Harris is a Looney Tune, according to Adrian. And I don't know if that's 14 people that are still watching me on X, or if they just dropped, 14 people dropped in and then left. I can't really tell if you're still watching, but if you're still watching, thank you for watching. Do I like JFK's nephew? He's okay. I can hardly stand the way he talks, though, with whatever's going on with his voice. Resnick says he hopes one day he can come to America. I'll vote for Trump. He'll fix the immigration, make it easy for you to come. Legally. Do I support Russia? No. Russia's being backed by North Korea right now. Definitely no. The world needs Trump. Amen, sir. Who said that? Adrian. There you go. Adrian Carter. Adrian Carter said that. Carter. Makes me think. Carter also makes me think of that Jackie Chan movie with Chris Tucker. Carter! I can't do Jackie Chan. Sorry. Damien's a comrade, maybe. Do I support Putin? Me? No. That's the same as Russia. That's what I thought you meant. As a Adrian's laughing. Yeah. Resnick giving me heart faces. Resnick, I hope you subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other videos and stuff. You'll like them too. And you can listen to Minuteman Radio as much as you want. So we got a few people on the left side there. Martin. Damon's a comrade, he says. I don't know. Damon, do you support Russia and Putin? Is that why you're asking me? Pete says, Putin is Putin. That's what Pete says. And Pete's smoking some good shit. Putin is Putin. There you go. Well said, Pete. Well said, Pete. There you go. Putin is, well, he's Putin. What do you think, Wildling? What do you think? Is Putin Putin? Putin, 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 Putin. Putin is Putin. That's okay. He's Putin. There you go. So Harris is still talking, apparently. Live from Harris headquarters. Which one had the countdown? Was that CNN? I like this one, though. This is U.S. swing state exit polls live on YouTube. Oh, it's CNN. I say CNN's got all the cool little shit where they keep track of stuff really good. I just have to mute them because I don't like what they say. 9-grain Indian tobacco with sage. Never smoked sage. I can't imagine that's nice. It smells nice. All right, we're getting down. I think that's the last one. I want to do a little interjection here of a commercial. All right, hold on. And now a Minuteman Mountain Minute. Before we do that, let's go here. And since things are slow, I emailed myself something that I saw about our Second Amendment, because I believe this election, for me anyway, is about my Second Amendment. It's about keeping all of my guns. That is the main thing for me. Now, oops, wrong email. If I open up my Yahoo, there's my Yahoo. And this is from our buddy Coleon Noir. If you're not familiar with Coleon Noir and you're a Second Amendment advocate, what are you doing? Go subscribe to his channel now. He is awesome. All right, so says this is time to expose the truth, and I think the rest is about the time to expose the truth about the Second Amendment. All right, this is the truth. Well, this is a commercial. SMR commercial.
All right, everybody knows that if you conceal carry, the most important thing to be able to do with your gun is actually put around on target.
There we go. All right, listen to this, guys.
Let's talk about the Second Amendment. Now, I know you've heard it all before. The back and forth debates, the heated arguments, the quotes taken out of context. Some folks think it's about hunting. Others think it's about the National Guard. But what if I told you that the Second Amendment isn't just about what you can do with a gun, but more importantly, what the government can't do to stop you? So let's set the scene. Imagine it's the late 1700s. The founding fathers had just gone toe-to-toe with one of the most powerful empires in the world, the British. These men and women had witnessed firsthand what happens when a government decides it holds all the power, when a king thousands of miles away decides he knows best for the colony. The American Revolution wasn't just a war. It was a wake-up call. And when the smoke cleared, the founding fathers were determined to create a system where the people were the true power brokers. So let's clear some confusion up real quickly. Now, here's where we get to that word, well-regulated. Some folks think it means government regulation, rules, restrictions, red tape. But back in the 18th century, well-regulated meant something very different. It was about being in good working order, well-prepared, functioning as intended. Right. It was about the people, ordinary citizens, having the skills, tools, and readiness to come together and defend themselves from tyranny. It wasn't about government control. It was about ensuring that a free people could remain free by their own hands. So now let's talk about the purpose of the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment doesn't say the government gives you the right to bear arms. It assumes you already have that right, because it's a natural fundamental right that exists outside of government permission. The Second Amendment is the founders' way of saying to the government, hey, this is off limits. You don't get to touch this. It's a restriction on them, not you. That's why it's called a Bill of Rights and not a bill of what the people can't do. So now let's debunk this whole militia myth. Now, when people hear the word militia, they often think of some formal government-run entity like the National Guard. But to the founders,
that's true too.
Militia was you.
Was us.
Me. Your neighbor. The blacksmith. The farmer down the road.
They didn't have the National Guard back then.
It was every able-bodied person who could take up arms in defense of themselves, their family, and their community. The militia wasn't about restricting rights to a select few. It was about empowering every citizen. It was an acknowledgement that you have a duty to protect yourself when no one else can. So, what lessons can we learn from history regarding the Second Amendment? Time and again, we've seen governments, when unchecked, slide towards authoritarianism. Take Nazi Germany, for example. In the 1930s, the Nazi regime passed strict gun control laws, disarming Jewish citizens and political opponents. The goal was simple:
And they
to
called
eliminate
Trump
any
Nazi.
potential resistance. Without the means to fight back, those citizens became vulnerable to the oppression, resulting in one of the darkest chapters in human history. Look at the Soviet Union under Stalin.
There you
In
go.
the early 20th century, the Soviet government heavily restricted gun ownership, ensuring only the state had control over weapons. This disarmament allowed the government to suppress dissent, silence political opponents, and enforce brutal policies leading to millions of deaths. Or take Mao's China. In the mid-20th century, the Communist Party imposed strict gun control, which left ordinary citizens powerless against the state's brutal policies. Disarmed and unable to resist, the Chinese people endured widespread prosecution, oppression, and famine during the Cultural Revolution. Well, what about modern times? Well, in Venezuela, the government implemented strict gun control laws in 2027, effectively disarming the civilian population. Fast forward a few years, and you have a country in economic collapse with a government that remains firmly in power despite widespread protests. When citizens took to the streets to demand change, they were met with government crackdowns. Without the means to defend themselves, the people's power was diminished. Or look at Hong Kong, where strict firearm laws mean the citizens protesting for democracy and autonomy are largely unarmed. Meanwhile, a powerful state with all the weapons controls the streets, limiting how far those protests can go. It's a stark reminder that a disarmed population is at the mercy of those in power. So what is the purpose of the Second Amendment today?
There we go.
The founders
Ready?
understood that governments, over time, have a tendency to accumulate power to the point of corruption. They saw it in their own lifetimes with the British Crown, and they knew it could happen again here in America. That's why they didn't just want to give you the right to own a gun. They wanted to make sure the government couldn't take that right away. The Second Amendment is like a guardrail preventing those in power from driving us off the cliff of tyranny. It's not about deer hunting or target shooting. It's about power. And who gets to hold it?
The people.
You or only them? Think about it.
People.
The Second Amendment is there to empower you. It's a
Empower the
reminder
people.
that you are not a helpless subject at the mercy of the state. You are a citizen with rights, dignity, and the ability to protect yourself and your loved ones. It's not a gift from the government. It's a shield against the government tyranny. The founders weren't worried about hunting regulations. They were worried about oppressive regulations.
Or foreign
So the
invaders.
next time someone tells you that the Second Amendment is outdated or that it only is about the militia or hunting, remember this. It was written to protect you from anyone who thinks they know what's best for you. It's a declaration that you matter, that your safety matters, and that your ability to stand up for yourself matters.
Yep.
It's not about what you can do with a gun.
Yep.
It's about what the government can't do to take away your right to have one. At the end of the day, the Second Amendment is an equalizer. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, or what you believe in. It's about your right to exist free from tyranny, to defend your freedom, and to hold on to the power that is rightfully yours. The founders got it right then, and it's still right now. Now, I know some of y'all are watching this wondering about the shirt that I'm wearing right now, the anti two-way social club. Well, as you can see.
Oh.
Okay, you have a live shooting situation in the cafeteria.
Really? All right.
Anti two-way social club. Well, as you can see.
Anyway, check out Coleon Noir. He's here on YouTube. If you don't watch him yet, definitely check him out. He is awesome. He is by far the man. So let's jump over to... Oh, we could listen to those too towards the end if we're feeling festive. Okay, so let's listen to this one. The 1-year anniversary special. Just in time, we are 47 minutes away from the first polls closing, and we'll get to draw on our dry erase board. We started about an hour early, but that's okay. What should we do? Should I make some tea or should I pop some popcorn?
Welcome to Minuteman
Maybe we should pop the popcorn now, huh?
Celebration. In this radio broadcast, we'll have more music and less talk. We'll have some of Minuteman Radio's best songs from its first year of broadcasting. Even though Minuteman Mountain's been around for 3 years, Minuteman Radio is celebrating 1 year of broadcast. Make sure to remember to subscribe.
I'm gonna put this over
hit
here
that
while
like button and share my videos with your friends. Yes, we have reached our 1,000 subscriber goal, but we have
I'll
a
be jumping
long
on
way
it.
to go. So remember to go back, view my channel, find my playlists,
I'm gonna put the popcorn in here.
series, and get your Minuteman Mountain binge on. So now kick off your boots, take off your Kevlar, put your rifle down, and kick back and listen to a little bit of Minuteman Radio.
Most of the country is gonna close at 9 p.m. That's what it looks like. Polls closing 9 p.m. The first polls close in 46 minutes. 2 hours and 46 minutes will be the big chunk. Georgia. Popcorn day, cold black coffee. All right, we got our popcorn in here.
Attention all Minutemen. Calling all Minutemen. You are now tuned in to Minuteman Radio, the only listening station designed for modern day Minutemen. Let's kick off the show with a little bit of Gary Owen's March by Bobby Horton. Believe it or not, it does have words.
I don't know how good it's gonna work on this electric stove.
Let all the sons be not dismayed. Come join with me, jovial play. Come blues and sing and lend your aid and help me with the chorus. Instead of strong, we'll drink the ale and pay the reckoning on the nail. No man for debt shall go to jail from Gary Owen in glory.
Get some popcorn. I put his shrimp right on the thing. Now it smells like shrimp.
Our hearts so stout have brought us fame. For some tis known from whence we came. Where'er we go, they read the name of Gary Owen in glory.
smell the shrimping? I shouldn't have put it right on there. Thanks, man. Smell the shrimp? Smell it? That's the shrimp. I smell it too. That's because we put the shrimp right on the burner. Stay there though. It's not there. I know you smell it. Stinks. I do just salt. I don't really do butter on mine.
Minuteman Mountain's opening theme music. And if you love the smell of napalm in the morning, then you're definitely going to love this next song. This is Ride of the Valkyrie by Wagner.
That's
here
the Bernie
on
shrimp.
Minuteman Radio.
All seniors on Medicare who haven't claimed their spending card loaded with $3,300 have only...
Sorry about the commercials. I got so many devices. It's on the device that I'm streaming on X. But it might be better to not, I don't know, on this live stream on X because of the chat and everything. I may only have a few followers on X right now, so I guess I don't know what to expect, but I might just post our lives here on X later, you know? Repost them. We'll post the link. Loves his song as well. Getting there. I put olive oil to try to keep it healthy. Use olive oil and salt. That's it. She's one in a million cats, huh? You hear that, Ronnie? You're one in a million. Yeah. Martin, she said, yeah. One in a million. Smelling it. Gonna start popping any minute. It takes forever on the electric hot plate. There it goes. I thought there'd be a lot more. I made 2 servings. This is hot too. Deborah, Trump 2024. There we go. Welcome. Welcome, Deborah. So, too bad Brewhouse isn't on here. Check out Brewhouse Reviews. He does a review on this beer. This is Devil's Backbone. I like the IPA, 16 point. And I will have this with the popcorn. And if for some reason YouTube doesn't let me drink, oh, here, listen to this.
The ideal of a constitutional republic is individual.
Now it's time for another Minuteman Mountain Minute on Minuteman Radio.
A constitutional republic, not a democracy. The ideal of a democracy is universal equality. The ideal of a constitutional republic is individual liberty. A democracy always degenerates into dictatorship, which promises government-guaranteed equality and security, but it delivers nothing but poverty and serfdom for the people it robs and rules. America was founded as a constitutional republic to safeguard the liberties of the people against the tyranny of democracy or of one-man dictatorship. In this century, great strides have been made toward the goal of subverting our republic into a democracy. The foremost tactic of the subverters is subversion of language. By calling America a democracy until people thoughtlessly accept and use the term, the totalitarians have obscured the real meaning of our principles of government.
That was former FBI agent Dan Smoot explaining why we pledge allegiance to the republic for which it stands.
It's still a little
Communism,
fuzzy,
socialism, Marxism, it's all the same. Ain't I right?
You came down to this southern town last summer to show the folks a brand new way of life. But all you've shown the folks around here is trouble.
IPA.
Only added misery to their strife.
Dale sees an IPA.
Your concern is not to help the people. And I'll say again, though it's been often said, your concern is just to bring discomfort, my friend. And your policy is just a little red. Now, ain't I right?
Maybe she's all shrimped out. That happens sometimes.
It matters not to you how people suffer. And should they, you consider that a gain. You bring a lot of trouble to the town and then you leave. That's part of your communistic game. I detect a little communism.
Let's see what our poll is. Our poll is 71% Trump, 29% Harris. Let's see when the polls start rolling in here. Let's go back to the one that gives us the clock. Well, after the commercial. She got the shrimp.
Have listened and been taken in by you. All the country's full of two-faced politicians who encourage you with words that go like this. Burn your draft card if
The first results will be coming in from Indiana, and I didn't see what the other place said.
one politician said it
It'll be Indiana.
to send some blood and help the enemy in Vietnam. That's what he says. Here's what I say. Let's just keep the blood. Instead, let's send that politician man. Let's rid the country of the politicians who coddle tramps that march out in our street, protecting those who want to fight for freedom, my friend. This kind of leader makes our country weak. Now, ain't I right? Ain't you right? Ain't you right? Let's look and find the strong and able leaders. It's time we found just how our neighbors stand. If we're to win this war with communism, Let's fight it here as well as Vietnam. Let's rise as one and meet our obligations. So communistic boots will never trod across the fields of freedom that were given to us with the blessing of our great almighty God.
I lost the clock.
Across the fields of freedom that were given to us with the blessing of our great almighty God.
That song was Ain't I Right by Marty Williams. And there is no power greater than that almighty God.
Man may talk about his power and his will to have his way. How he can take the lives of man and rule them all someday. There's one thing he's forgetting in the great plan he does make. That God gave to him everything.
Yes, let's keep Trump ahead.
There's
Yes.
a power greater than atomic. It's the power of the one that sits on high. If he strikes us with his mighty power, not just some, but everyone must die.
That's not right. There we go. Our countdown clock will return in 40 seconds. Less than an hour, though, the polls should start rolling in.
Till it falls upon this sinful land, every rock within the mountains will melt at his command. So when you're planning power that will sweep away the sun, don't forget there is no power to equal that of God. There's a power greater than atomic. It's the power of the one that sits on high. If he strikes us with his mighty power, not just some, but everyone must die. To the island of the king, great men came and plans were laid to prove to all the people what power he had made. But after it was over, even through the blinding steam, the sea and sky and
I didn't think you'd like it.
that God is still supreme. There's a power greater than atomic. It's the power of the one that sits on high. If he strikes us with his mighty power, not just some.
Yeah, I think Indiana is a swing state.
That was the Buchanan brothers singing There's a Power Greater Than Atomic. So love your atom bomb baby while you can with the 5 stars here on Minuteman Radio.
Got a dog lady I love her so, nothing else like her anywhere you go. A man, she, anything but calm, a regular pint-sized atom bomb. My mom, baby, little atom bomb. I want her in my wigwam. She's just the way I want her to be, a million times hotter than TNT. Atom bomb.
Trying to see what our clock is. No. The popular vote? I have to disagree, Martin. Are you talking about the popular vote should outdo the electoral vote? That's a democracy. Toby says Stone, sorry. There we go. 27 minutes. Our first polls are closing at 7 o'clock. 1900 hours, it'll start to close. And then it'll get more exciting. Last polls close at 1 a.m. in Alaska. It'll have to be really interesting for me to stay up that long. And Trump's going to take it in the first 2-3 hours. Trump will be announcing his victory tonight. You don't like popcorn? I'll take the husk off. She don't want popcorn, she wants shrimp. You want shrimp? Shrimpity shrimp? You like salt? Look it. It's salty. Yeah. World never stops. I'll be right back. I got to use the restroom. Bottling, we talk to them, okay? Stay off the table. Don't pass the line.
That song had the vibes of the Fallout video game and TV show. Let's stick with this Fallout feel and play Way Back Home by Bing Crosby here on Minuteman Radio.
Hey, baby, let's go get some pho.
Go get some what?
Get some pho, baby.
You mean pho?
Yeah. Bumba Hugh.
Bumba who?
Bumba Hugh, baby. We love it.
What are you talking about? Did you hit your head?
Come on, beef bin mae, pork bin mae with the fish sauce. Forget about it.
No, yung ba.
What? What is that? What dish is that? Is that the seasoned beef and rice dish we love? Don't gatekeep.
What are you talking about?
Are you gatekeeping? What is that? What'd you say?
You are a cyborg. Give me back my fiance.
On Minuteman Radio.
Wadling, you didn't push the button. The commercial.
Roads are the dustiest, the winds are the gustiest, the gates.
All right, what's everybody drinking? Anybody else hanging out? We're smoking and drinking. Some of us are smoking, some of us are drinking. Waiting is about 23 minutes and 23 seconds until those first polls start to come in. It's starting to get exciting. It's getting close. And so it begins.
The folks the happiest way.
That's Lord of the Rings.
Don't know why I left the homestead. I really must condemn. I'm a weary exile, singing my song of home.
Wadling knocked over my tooth. I had a toothpick over here.
The grass is the
only thing I don't like about popcorn, it gets stuck in your teeth.
The birds are the wingiest, the bells are the ringiest, the hearts the singiest, the arms the clingiest, way back home. What about the sun's the blazier and the fields the daisier?
Deborah's hanging with her good friend Jack Daniels. I have my buddy here, Irish Boy Jameson. That'll come in a little bit later. Right now, hanging out with some Devil Backbone IPA. Martin's drinking some Jameson as well. Pete? We smoking some herb?
Smiles the sunniest way back home.
I think it was Pete.
Don't know why I left the homestead.
Pete and Toby.
I really must confess.
Oh, cold black coffee. Pete's drinking cold black coffee. Pete plans on staying up for Alaska to close.
The wine is the headiest, the pals are the readiest, the gals are the
Deborah
steadiest,
says always smoking.
the love the liveliest, the
And only Jack Daniels for her. No blood on the risers? Pine, hang in there. Blood Upon the Risers is in this playlist. Absolutely. It is coming soon. So stay tuned. Blood upon the risers. There was brains upon the chute. Yeah, it's coming. Second half of this. This is Wildling's song. This is her theme song. Just watch my last video of the fall Halloween special. She does her little exploring. Pete's off tomorrow, but no matter what, if I work or not, I still have to wake up for the morning show. Monica wishes she was off tomorrow, but we all know the office falls to shit when she's gone. So glad to have Monica at work.
Jerry Lewis's Cinderfella, written by Count Basie. Let's continue
Bogey
the Count
Bogey.
Basie vibe with a little bit of cute here on Minuteman Radio.
Pepper! Hey, Pepper joining the party! Pepper says, stop by to say hello. Gotta get my sauna bed. Your sauna bed. And sweat a little. Interesting. Don't get much time to get workout in lately. There you go. Sweating is, you lose 10 pounds with just sweating sometimes. Well, stay tuned. Listen for the election and sit there and sweat away in your sauna. We're going to be drinking, listening to some music, hanging out with Wildling the cat. Polls are coming in. In about 15 minutes, we'll start drawing on our dry erase board. You can watch Trump take the election in 2 hours. Maybe 3. Yes, I like it. It's a very strong IPA. Very, 16 points, very Lots of hops. Hoppy. Very hoppy. 9.1%. Very strong. 2 of these, I'm good. So I brought popcorn to absorb some of the, alcohol. I may have to go get more and make some more. Sweating to the oldies. Sweating to the oldies on Minuteman Radio. That's Pepper. Pepper says, yes, I'll keep it on. I'll keep you on live while I am sweating. There we go.
Destruction to destroy us, everyone. When that hell bomb falls,
Well, right now, the Republicans are leading in the House. And that's it. Nothing else is in yet. About 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Yes, it happened in Korea, where our boys are bravely fighting for the peaceful way of life and our democracy.
Alvaro. Welcome from Algeria. Wow. Tune in and enjoy the American election here. With us, we're going to listen to some Minuteman Radio, hang out wild like the cat who gets a shrimp every once in a while, and listen to Minuteman Radio, follow the election. I pretty much did my news already. It was Coleon Noir about the Second Amendment. You guys have guns in, what did you say? Algeria? Are you guys allowed to own guns?
Sisters, wives, and children, brothers are still weeping from their losses in the last war, cold and still.
Pete's going to a church Zoom. There you go. Well, you do your Zoom meeting for Jesus, and Jesus comes first. But when you're done, Pete, come on back and see what's going on with the election. Or you can leave me on your phone in the background. Help me get those watch hours up. Remember to double tap, give me that like. Subscribe, follow me on X. 2A, at Minuteman_2A. That's at Minuteman_2A. You can email me. I can't really check my email right now, but you can email me at Minuteman Mountain War Room at gmail.com. That's Minuteman Mountain War Room at gmail.com.
That was Fred Kirby with The Hell Bombs Fall. Next up is
Ben Shapiro's posting something.
here in the man.
No, X is going kind of slow. I don't think there's 14 people watching. I think there's 14 people popped in.
Jonah got lost in the belly of a crazy whale. Well, Jonah got lost in the belly of a crazy whale. He's a solid man and dig that crazy tail.
Let's see what our poll's doing. Amen, sister. Let me get all the praise the Lord. There we go. 70% Trump, 30% Kamala Harris. See, this is the way I think it's going to go. We'll be celebrating in 3 hours. Trump's going to get it. He'll have 270. No problem. In the first 3 hours.
It's a big loud noise and you're real gone. Bum, Well, Gabriel had a horn that was all real. Well, Gabriel had a horn that was all real. He was a real gone daddy with a solid booty beat. Hey, bomb, bomb, hydrogen bomb. Hey, bomb, bomb.
Closing soon, guys. First polls closing soon. It's closing soon. Martin says he hasn't told anybody. Then what did he tell me? Oh, that you're an ordained preacher? We'll start calling Martin more Moses. No. Was it Moses or Noah? Who liked the wine? Who liked the drink? Was it Moses or Noah? I think that was Noah, wasn't it? Well, ordained preacher, was it Moses or Noah that liked to drink the wine? That was Moses, I think. I don't know. Ryan said he might drop on. He's a busy guy. Let's see here. It is only 7 o'clock. So if he jumps on, it might be 8 o'clock or so, maybe 9. I imagine he's gonna show up towards the end.
And I'll bet you anybody that saw me leave gonna say I showed it fine. They're building an atom bomb, gonna really cook our goose. They're building a bigger bomb, done turn the little loose. I'll never get out of this world alive, but brother, I can blame so try. I'll be running
Senate 0-0, governors. Poll closing in 10 minutes. Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina. Oh, it went away too fast. Virginia and one more. The road to 270. Before the pre-election, Democrats hold control over the Senate, 51-49. Republicans owed the House 220 to Democrats 212. 3 seats majority, the Republicans on the House. We know this already, but just in case you didn't know. Way back in the rocks.
When that thing goes off, I'll get the jar, but none of the real bad shocks. With a trusty gun and a can of beans and an old hound dog or two.
It's on loop, so maybe it'll pop up again and I'll tell you. Robert, that's a good IPA. Yes, I love this IPA. Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vermont, and Virginia. Split times in Indiana and Kentucky. Those are closing in less than 10 minutes. So those are the ones that we're going to put on the board. See what happens. It's on loop. This is good. I like the loop one. Running in and jumping in and skipping in and bumping.
That was Glenn Barber's Atom Bomb.
Those polls go by quick. Yeah, they do. They do. They're playing it on a loop, so I think they're at commercial or something like that. Our poll, Trump is winning even more. Trump 71, Harris 29. I don't know if my hat and stuff have the Dems see us and not vote or something. How am I doing today? Jay Sharp. Welcome, Jay Sharp. I am doing great. Ready for the polls to drop in 7 minutes. Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vermont, and Virginia, with Indiana and Kentucky being split times. What split times? You like this song, Pete? I like this one too. My mom's favorite song too.
She's my radiation baby. She's my teenage fallout queen.
Here comes the dramatic.
There you go, Pete. I turned it up.
I remember it well, my darling.
I remember it well.
The night we had our fight. You threw my class ring into the grass as we sat in the park that night. We were kissing, dear, and making out. Oh, when we saw the blinding light. And I didn't know that you weren't with me, dear, when they locked that shelter tight.
You went back for my class ring where you left it in the pot. Now when it's on your finger, dear, it glows in the dark. You're my radiation, baby. You're my teenage fallout queen. Your clothes look like a sack to me, and your hair is getting thin. But I saw when you came back to me that it had cleared up your skin. So hold me close, my darling, 'cause I know what you've got. My Geiger counter, dear, tells me that you're hot. You're my radiation, baby. You're my teenage fallout queen.
All right, Jay Sharp voted for Trump. All right, there we go.
Up to 3,600.
The 1-year anniversary celebration has so many commercials. They threw so many commercials in this one.
Buddy Rich from Dewberry Was a Lady here on Minuteman Radio.
You're my radiation baby. There you go. What, Mikey? Oh, bless her. Okay, gotcha. That's all right. Jay Sharp, typos are okay. We understand. You guys getting psyched? 4 minutes. Here we go. She's just being lazy. Jay Sharp's part of the team already, man. Jay Sharp, your name seems familiar, but if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you subscribe and join us and chat with us every morning, 06 to 0700 hours. We'll be here until I get tired, 10 o'clock minimum. So what's that here? 8, 9, 10, 3 more hours minimum. Because the next 3 hours are going to be the most exciting. Montana is a great gun state. Made me think of that song, "Oh, Montana, give the sky a home." It's a good song. It's a good state, Montana. This is great. Great music for sweating in your bed there, Pepper. Definitely. I can't sit still to this kind of music. I really can't. Less than a minute.
We know the red we want
Is the red we've got in the old red, white, and blue.
It's the right red, not the wrong red, and the old flag knows it too. We've got a true blue red.
All right, results. I'm ready. Let's see here. Let's get our purple. We got our purple if it's undecided when they come in. We've got our blue and our red. And we got green and orange and black if we need it. Excuse me, kitty cat butt. There you go. Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, and Vermont. There we go. We got one. So it looks like Kentucky is blue, and Vermont is red. Vermont is blue, and Kentucky is red. Trump 8, Kamala 3, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Trump's got 8. Kamala's got 3. What's the initials for Vermont? I'll just write Vermont. I'll just write it.
That was Elton Britt with The Red We Want is the Red We Got. Next up is Sammy Kahn and Paul Weston's
Vermont.
Defense March. Here on Minuteman Radio.
And what was it, Kentucky for Trump? Leading the country, Donald Trump is 61%, and Kamala was 30-something. Very similar to our poll. What does our poll say? 72 to 28. 72 Trump, 28 Harris. Ready for any foe. Uh-oh, did I lose the chat? I better not have lost the chat. Somebody text something. All right, well, that's the first one on the board. If I lost the chat, I'm going to close down X. And restart our feed if I have to. That's what we got so far. Kamala 3, Trump 8. I'm actually going to close down X. I think I might have lost you guys on the chat. I think I'm just going to repost my lives, my live links on X and just record on here. But I think I lost the chat. Yeah, I don't see what you guys are saying anymore. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so you can find me, because I'm about to shut down this live and start up another one because I don't see your chats anymore. We'll have to do it in multiple parts. So let's pause this. All right. Pause. Jump back on. Martin is running out for Jameson. Jump back on. I got to close out. I don't think it'll let me reset it any other way. So I'm going to close and come back on. Wait, let's close this poll. 72% Trump, 28% Kamala Harris. As these polls come in, we're going to Trump got 19, Kamala 3. Yeah, we got to start our new feed so I can see what you guys are saying. So we're going to end the poll, and then we'll catch up. Yeah, it doesn't even show up. So I'll be back.